telling you, people come every week for this podcast.
Okay.
Every single one.
Fantastic.
That we do episodes for, including this one.
Yeah, well, convicts need something to whack it to as well, I guess. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck you, Tom.
So before we officially start, Chris, do you have any more racism to get out of the way before we go into the episode, or
Ranting? Corey's been doing the ranting today.
racism?
Oh, racism. No, I'm good.
Oh,
Save
okay.
that for Wait, what?
We're live, Chris.
Hello and welcome to episode 38 of the UnPopular podcast. With me today I have Mr. Corey Hahn.
Hello, let's go.
And Chris Ferrari.
Good evening.
Enthusiastic as ever. I'm happy to see you guys too. Actually, I did tell you guys last week. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Did you see us last week?
Well,
It was a week or two. I don't know. It was
2 weeks ago. You were.
I was gone for a time, and that whole time frame just kind of blends together.
Yeah. Okay.
So, would you guys see the preview for the Umbrella Chronicles?
I did
Oh,
not.
sorry, Umbrella Corps. It's the third-person shooter that's not the last one they did. What was the last one they did that was awful? I don't remember.
Umbrella Chronicles, maybe?
Maybe. I'm thinking that was the Wii shooter, but there was one that came up for the PS3 that was really bad.
Okay.
This one looks really fun. This is actually an in-house Konami team making it. The new preview looks really good. So hopefully it won't disappoint. It probably will disappoint, but optimistic.
Interesting. It's very, very fast-paced.
Yeah, nice. Moving on, I guess. This is all stuff from when we're supposed to do the podcast weekly, and this is like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, Sakaguchi is making a new game. He showed concept art. It looks good.
It looks very good.
Who the hell is Sakaguchi?
He's the original creator of Final Fantasy. He left after 10, I believe. He made the last story on, what was the one for Lost Odyssey.
That's a good one.
The project we're playing with was Terra Battle on the phone, if you play Terra Battle.
It did.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
and didn't you do Blue Dragon?
No, I don't
No?
think so.
You sure?
Maybe. I don't think so, though. I know that was a Toriyama game in some form, so let's see. Blue Dragon, I can type. I don't think that was
Sakaguchi did it.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Miss Walker. Look at that.
Yep.
I never actually finished that game.
It seemed very lukewarm.
It was very traditional. It was very Dragon Questy.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, it was the first game they released. Look at that. Interesting. Anyway.
Cool.
It's supposed to be out next year. So far, it's untitled. I guess it's the remnants of a project he was trying to do before, but had to cancel.
Before.
He was trying to do it before, like during his Miss Walker career. I think it was before Terra
okay.
Battle, around the last story era. And
Still haven't played that.
fun story, really fun. I'm hoping it's an actual console game and not on mobile, but you know.
It would be good. Yeah.
The Sega 3D Classics. This might have actually already come out. I don't know, but it was confirmed for the U.S. At the time, it wasn't out yet. It's going to get a physical release, so it has a bunch of the 3D Classics in one cartridge.
Looks really good.
It does. I mean, you can get most of these as it is. There's a few you can't. I don't think you can get Thunderblade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's all included for, I think, $30. Has Streets of Rage on it, Altered Beast, Fantasy Zone.
What is it? What platform?
3DS.
Oh, 3DS. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pick it up. It looks good.
Yeah. I don't think you can get Power Drift in this region in any form. I think it's the first time it's getting a U.S. release. That's
That'll be interesting.
Old arcade game. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. I don't know if you guys read about this one. Amazon bought the rights to a Cryware engine, so the Cry engine, and they're releasing it for free.
What?
What?
Yeah. They're calling it Lumberyard. If you use it, I think you have to pay exclusively for support through Amazon. There was some kind of...
I remember hearing about this when it was in its infancy, because everyone was wondering how the licensing was going to work for that.
Yeah. So, from my understanding, it's been a while since I read the article, but it's free for everybody to use, and you have to, was it published through Amazon or something to do with them exclusively? It might be publishing, it might be like a help support or something.
Right.
But yeah, so
That's huge.
that is huge. Very interesting because you were having to pay for licensing to use the CryEngine. So that's take that Unity. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's gonna be interesting to see what gets developed out of that.
Yeah. They own like a game studio. They still own Double Helix and stuff. I haven't seen them do much with it, but I mean Amazon yeah.
I didn't know they owned Double Helix.
They bought them, and I think the last game that Double Helix released before them being bought out was the Strider game that came out 2 years ago, I think now.
Oh, that came out longer than that.
I remember I bought the game the same time I watched the RoboCop movie, like the new one that came out. So whatever year that RoboCop movie is when that game came out. It wasn't very good. The game was fine.
Last oh wow, Strider was 2014. Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
And then they did one final game called UFOs Love Cows.
Is that an Amazon exclusive game, or is it?
I don't know. It doesn't even have a Wikipedia article.
I think they're also still working on Killer Instinct.
Yeah, they did season 1 of Killer Instinct.
They didn't do 2 or 3.
Season 2. I don't really remember who is season 2.
Well, they might be working on that still. 3 is coming out soon, which is going to be cool.
Yeah, season 3 is scheduled for a March 2016 release.
Nobody else has an Xbox One, right?
No. There's nothing on that system that interests me, really.
And even less now.
Mm.
Guess we'll get to that later. But
yes,
season 3 is going to be the debut for the PC version of Killer Instinct.
And it's funny when we get to that segment because that's what was actually making me think, maybe I will get an Xbox One.
You should tweet Phil Spencer and yeah. GameTrailers was shut down.
What was the actual reason behind that?
The parent company killed them off for not making enough money.
Wow.
I think they were owned by MTV, but it could have been sold to somebody else. I know MTV owned them at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
MTV owns some weird stuff. Like I think
MTV owns shit.
MTV owns like Nickelodeon, I think.
Yeah, I think it's all Viacom stuff, isn't it?
Viacom's a parent company, so did MTV or did Viacom own all that?
I mean, it could have been under MTV, which was under Viacom.
I mean, because Viacom owns everything.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if Tom wasn't getting some money on the side from Viacom.
No, if anything, they'd just shut down my YouTube channel or just monetize it for themselves, but I wouldn't get anything.
They tried to pay him to not put out this podcast, so if you watch us...
Sir, please just stop.
Yeah, so GameTrailers is owned by Defy Media, which is a division of... Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't say. It just says they're owned by Defy Media. But the GameTrailers domain is still up, because you can still go to the site.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought it was off.
I'm on there right now.
Yeah.
Maybe there was enough pushback to the...
Defy Media owns The Escapist.
Really?
Yeah, that's bigger than GameTrailers, right?
Probably.
They have...
Probably just for zero punctuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Everything else...
have that other show that moved to Independence. What was it? Insert Coin, the one with the guy who changes his voice up, and it's really annoying to watch.
No, never heard of that, but it sounds horrible.
It's just a dude who just talks about topics of a more businessy side of gaming and more technical stuff.
They also own Break.com.
Isn't that like one of those meme
Yeah,
video
it's like
comedy website
flash game BS, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of most of this shit. This seems like a made-up company from like a future, some dystopian fucking future.
Oh, sorry. That thing I was thinking of was called Extra Credits.
Okay.
Oh, I know Extra Credits. Penny Arcade does that, don't they?
Yeah, they moved to Penny Arcade. They used to be on The Escapist.
Okay, that makes sense then.
A lot of stuff used to be on The Escapist, but they went other ways.
With zero punctuation, they're fucking moneymaker.
That's the only thing they have, man. So.
Does anybody actually? I can't imagine their reviews and forums get that much traffic. It's got to be all from zero punctuation at this point. Like that has to be keeping that site alive.
Maybe.
It's got to be.
They are sucking Yahtzee's cock to keep him because they're hanging on to. Look at GameTrailers, a company I haven't thought about since 2009.
GameTrailers was a pretty well-respected site for their reviews and stuff. They had pretty unbiased, pretty fair reviews on games, and people liked it. That they kind of started the whole video review process. So I mean, they had a good following. It's weird to see them. I mean, I'm sure they're to come back in some form, maybe a rebranding or something. But I'm sure they're to get the staff members together. They had the Kyle Bossman little segment. That was pretty good. The Final Boss Man. I don't know if you ever watched that show. It was pretty good.
Nope.
So I'm sure these people are coming back. Yeah.
Tom's so affected by this. I've never seen him so emotional.
I shed my one tear. I poured my 40.
All right.
Unsurprising to anybody, for the 20th anniversary, they announced the new Pokemon game.
I thought they were going to debut Pokemon Go, because I thought that was supposed to be coming out at the end of the month.
I lost track of the announcement on that, but yeah. Was there nothing about that on the... They had a Nintendo Direct specifically for Pokemon. I didn't watch it, but...
nor did I.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes long, and for the thing they showed for Pokemon, they're calling it Sun and Moon because they ripping off Mega Man and Metabots on this one. Oh, it was a Dokapon. One of them had Sun and Moon. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of those other games. It showed nothing except the title cards.
Not even like the legendaries or anything?
Nope.
It could be pictures of Brad Pitt's dick, and people would still buy those games. It doesn't matter what they show.
It's true.
He's not wrong.
They're gonna be bought no matter what. This is the ultimate just mocking their fandom of rabid fanboys.
Are you suggesting that people don't want to see Brad Pitt's cock?
Wow.
Would that make you want to buy a game more?
I don't know. I could think of less desirable cocks out there.
All right, moving on.
No, this is
important. This is important.
This is when Tom comes out of the closet on air, and maybe we'll get some viewers. We knew it all along. I mean, the way he would give a just perfect rim job, I knew he was gay.
There'd be so much editing in this video for Tom to do.
That involved editing.
I
just watched a tutorial on how to use Sony Vegas, and it was taught by like a 16-year-old. And his focus material was Call of Duty footage. So I mean, that's where I'm getting my tips. So if you see splices of my sick kill streaks with a nice montage, that I do.
Wouldn't you have to be good at the games first?
Yeah.
You don't have to be good at Call of Duty to get a killing streak. Have you played those games?
No.
No. I mean, I've never really gotten that many kill streaks. I'm too busy missing the time when we used to fight Hitler.
I'm sure it's going to come back. I think people have had their fill. I mean, they've done the Modern Warfare, then they moved over to Future Warfare, and from my understanding, people didn't like the
that was the only one I enjoyed.
There was Advanced Warfare, which people liked. That was the last one that had Kevin Spacey in it. And then they had one that recently was the Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3.
Which one had Peter Dinklage in it?
Destiny.
Yeah, that's Destiny.
They're all, oh my god, they've all blended together.
That's Destiny. But in the Taken
King, I wouldn't be surprised.
They actually retconned the Taken King, so they took out all of Peter Dinklage's voice lines.
Yeah, they completely retconned it. So if you start the game new and play the original content, it's now, it's one of the two guys. I can't remember who it was.
I don't remember.
You give me the two voice actors who are popular now.
I don't
Nathan Drake and then Nathan Drake's brother.
I don't know.
The names are completely slipping my mind right now, but yeah, the Nolan North is one of them.
Right. That's
Unpopular Podcast. Please come here for all your video gaming needs and information. We know it all.
Hey, if it isn't obscure Japanese game, I'm not playing it. Oh, actually, on topic, because I didn't put it on the list, but they showed a trailer for Uncharted 4, and in the trailer they showed artwork from an Assassin's Creed game. Did you guys see that?
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah. So they showed like a art piece, and the art piece was actually a thing from Assassin's Creed. I think Black Flag. That's pretty funny. It's almost like if you ever seen the Okami cover for the Wii. It has the IGN logo on it.
Oh God, does it?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was a time where you could file a thing online and then ship you 3 alternative covers for the Wii version.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good. That name is just not coming to me. It's bothering me now.
Okay, we can look it up later. Let's go.
Yeah.
But people need to know what they obviously know and are making fun of me right now
People
for
need
not
to
knowing.
fucking know about a list of Nintendo 3DS lineup leak few code names on the list. Fucking Michael J. Fox write this? The fuck is this, Tom?
It's perfectly logical what you're talking about. List of Nintendo 3DS lineup leak few code names on the list. That's perfectly finely formatted.
I'm just still angry that Metroid game is not a real Metroid game.
Yeah, Federation Force.
I was really hoping for a new 2D Metroid or something.
It seems like
Even
a
a new
bad
Prime.
version of Rocket League.
Hmm.
But yeah, there was a few code names on there. One of them was the Pokemon codename Niji, which ended up being the one they announced a few days ago. So the list is confirmed pretty much. It shows Dragon Warrior 7 coming out in the summertime, and later in the year again 8. So both games are coming out within the next year.
That's gonna be hype.
And a few games that are code names that are listed as lower budget titles, so probably a 3DS WiiWare store or 3DS store. What the fuck? Is it called 3DSware?
No, it's just called eShop, I thought.
Yeah, but eShop's Universal Storefront. I think there's stuff on the Wii U is still called a WiiWare.
I don't know.
I don't care. Branding. But yeah, I don't know if you saw anything that jumped out at you.
I really don't follow too much Nintendo Direct stuff lately.
I've been playing the Hyrule Warriors, the 3DS version, because the Japanese version came out, and it's in English. It's fucking really good.
Really?
Yeah. Did you play the version on the Wii U?
No, I didn't actually.
Okay.
It just looked like a
This would be
Dynasty
great for
Warriors
you.
rip. It just looked like a Dynasty Warriors ripoff.
I don't think it's a ripoff when the company who made Dynasty Warriors made this game.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not
Of
know
course they
that.
did. Yeah.
Huh.
It has Warriors in the title,
Do not pursue Ganondorf.
more or less. It's actually a pretty fun part of this game where you play as the main characters, I think 10 chapters or so, and then you play as Ganon. So you play as him for a while.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. They added Linkle, which was the female Link, even though she's not Link, because Link is clearly in the game.
Link's biggest fan, right? Or something. I think they played it off
no,
as...
she thinks that she is the hero of time or whatever. Like she is the next incarnation because her mother told her so.
Okay.
So she's like, I'm gonna go do it because I'm supposed to be the hero, and it's always like comically missing the main part, and you do a side thing that happens. It's funny.
So she's a special little snowflake?
She is the generic anime quirky character. So she
Okay.
does little things and and stuff. But yeah, fun character. It's the same version as the Wii U version, only with the Linkle and some other side characters added in.
Is it new? Is it new 3DS only?
No.
It's not. Okay.
The best thing about it is, comparative to all the other versions of Warriors games that come out with 3DS, this one is definitely the best. It is like a solid frame rate. It looks very nice for a 3DS game. It has a lot of pop in it as to be expected, but as I mean, compared, I don't know if you ever played like Samurai Warriors 3 came out like a year ago, not even.
No.
Well, it wasn't very good.
The last one of those games I played was one of the Gundam Dynasty Warriors.
Those aren't very good either.
No, they're not.
Those are incredible. You got to fight as Gundams. What else do you
Yeah,
want?
I know, but now they have Gundam Breaker, which is the same thing, but you get to break off the parts and then just craft your own Gundams out of a mismatch of parts, and it's
That's not how it
fantastic.
fucking works, Chris. You need a whole crew to do that.
Did you play Gundam Breaker?
Yeah, I imported it. I have Gundam Breaker too.
Yeah, that's not really how it works, but
It's
I mean,
close.
you do take parts, but it's not like a Dynasty Warriors. It's like a arena fighter with like 3 or 4 characters.
No, it's not. They have missions where you're just in like large open areas with swaths of enemies coming at you.
I did not play that mode.
They have that mode.
Do you have the Vita or the PS3 version?
PS3.
I have the Vita version, so it might be different.
Crisis averted. What's next on the list?
Corey, you need to play fucking games, all right?
I play plenty of games. Just
That
not the
aren't
games you play.
that aren't like Captain Crusader Knights and Medieval or whatever.
Did you have a stroke? That was the worst dismissive comment I'd ever heard.
Corey, are you not excited for Disney Art Academy coming out in spring, early summer?
What the fuck is Disney Art Academy?
I have no idea, but it's coming out. It's leaked.
Do you draw? Is it that game that came out where Mickey Mouse had to like color shit? That was a game, right?
I'm assuming it's
I
the same
remember
thing
that.
as the Pokemon Art Academy, where you just draw a Pokemon. I think my mic. It's a drawing game / edutainment thing.
I don't want to be edumatated.
There's also a game called Codename Tort City.
Tort?
Torte, I don't know. It's a code name.
It's Tort.
It's a big budget unannounced game, so that's gonna be interesting to find out. Everything else is a smaller budget or something we already knew about.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're done with that topic.
Why
Lord
does cities
Corey
need
is
code
demanded.
names?
I don't know. Oh, did anything ever come of those ones that Miyamoto showed off for the Wii U, like Project Shield and Project Robot and all that stuff?
I didn't ever hear an announce for them, but they could have easily just been titles that have already come out.
Yeah, maybe. Interesting. Next up, we have the Shenmue 3 update. Did you guys see the Shenmue 3 update?
I did. It looks good.
It looks very good.
Does it have a release date, or is it just like 2019 or something?
It's probably gonna be like a few years. It's a small team making a giant game, so
Right.
I'm not, I'm in no rush. I've already waited 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't know dates.
Waiting 20 years means it can only be good.
Tom,
What?
I want to talk to you about that day.
Oh, that day.
So fucking bad. I still love that game though.
Oh. I didn't play the first game. I watched a video of the first game in Japanese with subtitles, and then I played the second game on the Dreamcast, which wasn't dubbed at all. So I never heard these voices until like a lot later.
Okay. I still have my Dreamcast copy.
Yeah, I'm playing it on an emulator just to see what all the hubbub is about.
That game was originally developed for the Saturn.
Yeah, it was.
So if
It
you look
did
at
have
if you look at some of the early like textures and videos, it's pretty.
The Saturn was not known
Saturn
for its-
E.
It wasn't known for its 3D capabilities.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't have the jacket or anything.
Probably didn't
So-
even have hair.
He had hair. He had a hair. He had
I
like
know.
a white shirt.
I know.
Have you played Virtual Fighter? They had some glorious hair in that.
Yeah,
All-
I get virtual. I do.
All
I-
one polygon of hair. Yeah. So that looks really cool. Take your time, guys. I'm looking forward to it. The PSTv, or the Vita TV as it's known in Japan, has been discontinued in Japan.
Mm.
Shocking
What about
absolutely no one.
What about the Vita itself?
It's still coming. We're still getting versions of the hardware for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, when you and I were in GameStop, we saw the Vita section, and it's just all visual novels, otomes, and other various weeb stuff.
Yeah. It's either that.
Goodbye.
I know. I don't know why I don't have one yet.
It's either that or digital downloads titles that are usually like smaller indie projects that are also on Steam. So
How much is a Vita?
you can get a used one for $100. I think they sell new for like $180.
Yeah, it's still $170.
Just go to that bridge where everyone sells stuff in Quincy.
It's Dorchester, actually.
Okay.
Right over the line. Yeah, that's a distinction.
That exact bridge and that under area scene was in The Departed. So
You have told us many times, Tom. It does not make it any difference that you were dealing in black market 360s under the Neponset Bridge.
He just wants to brag that he made
gray
a
market
mark.
Xbox Ones, if you want to be specific. Hey, Scuzz, you want to go under a bridge and buy an Xbox One with me? All right.
Wait, it was Scuzz that did it?
Yeah, we're having a party at my house, and then Scuzz came in and was like, yo, I have to buy this Xbox One from a guy under a bridge. I don't want to do this alone. You in? He's like, yeah. Nothing can go wrong with that.
Oh, boy. All right.
Uh, End of the story, I have an Xbox One now.
Yeah.
And by now, I mean 2 years ago.
And a prolapsed anus. Stay tuned, everyone.
Jesus.
Why under a bridge? I do not know. I did not pick the spot. You did.
All right.
I have told you about the shockers, right?
Well, we already talked about the prolapse anus, so I'm guessing yes.
Okay, this story is also Craigslist involved, where I was meeting a guy to buy some Xbox. Sorry, I can't remember if I bought Wii remotes. I think I bought Wii controllers. So I was on Craigslist, and the guy said, "Hey, all right, meet me here." I think it was in Malden. It was Malden or Medford. I can't remember. It was in one of the North Shore areas. And I get to the place, and it's a Section 8, like, legit ghetto, like a project housing.
Medford.
And, yeah. So I call the guy, because I didn't want to knock on the door, because who fucking knows. And he's like, all right, you at that projects? I'm like, yes. He's like, okay, I'll be right there. So he pulls up in a city van and has a duffel bag in the front seat. And he's like, all right, you here for the Wii controllers or the shockers? I'm like, Wii remotes? So I bought,
you didn't ask what the shockers were? They were probably like black market tasers.
No. I did buy the Dual Shocks, and I said, yeah, the shockers. And then he sold them to me. They're sealed. I had the controller sealed for like a month. Jeez. And it had Toys R Us stickers on it. So he clearly ripped them off. They fell off a truck. And well, the funny part of the story was he did not live in that ghetto. He just had me go there for whatever reason. He could have had me in a fucking Walmart parking lot or something.
That's really weird.
Jesus Christ.
Like, don't meet me at the fucking corner store. Meet me in front of the fucking ghetto. But yeah, so I bought shockers from a dude in a city van. From a duffel bag.
This is how Tom gets his, as Corey put it, his ziggurat of PS1s.
No, this is how Tom gets his black cherry popped. He goes inside a city van, and
this van just pulls up and says free PS2s, and Tom just jumps in.
Nothing can be wrong with that. Yeah, I had some fun Craigslist finds.
Oh boy! All right.
Mostly fun. I'll always remember the shockers. So.
Most people do, Tom. Most people do.
Don't we all?
Say la vie.
Can we change the format of this podcast to be dramatic reenactments of Tom's horrible rapes? The horrible rapes that befall Tom? We could change our name. It's like a series of unfortunate events, but it's just Tom being.
It's just the unpopular rape cast.
All
right.
The problem with that is that
Tom, Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I heard it sold very well.
Did you both buy one?
Yes.
Then stop being so gas. What is it?
I have purchased
this. I waited on the. I didn't pre-order the collectors fast enough. I heard it sold out within like minutes though, and there wasn't a second shipment.
For some reason, Best Buy started releasing sales on eBay. Like on their eBay store, they started reselling. I wouldn't say reselling, but they were posting new buy it nows for $80.
Really?
After the fact, yeah. Which kind of sucks because you can't use your Gamer Unlimited to get the 20% off.
Right.
But yeah, they had more for last I checked, it was a high hundreds, like sub 200 for the.
I saw them. They were like 180. I wasn't gonna pay that. I called 3 stores just for the hell of it, seeing if they had them, and they all also mentioned that they didn't even have any physical copies of just the regular game if you hadn't pre-ordered.
Funny story is that I bought both copies of the game. I got them from GameStop because if you bought both copies of the game, you got the little PVC keychains.
Yep.
So I got that set, but I didn't want to keep the GameStop versions because I don't get the discount at GameStop. So I went to Best Buy and I bought my copy of the game for the 20% off. And I went to a GameStop that was near the Best Buy and I returned it. And the guy who was working there was super excited that I returned it there because he wanted to buy it. It's like, oh man, awesome! Like,
yeah, I heard they were really shortchanged on the shipments for those.
Yeah, I guess.
So I ended up getting the digital version of Conquest.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about in a bit.
So I got both physical versions. I have the special edition, and I also bought the console.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the special edition is actually Suki's, but she has 2 because that's how she rolls. Yeah. It's sold 5 times combined. There are 2 games that you can physically buy. There's Conquest and there's Birthright, and both of them together sold 5 times the amount that Awakening Soul when it
Wow.
was launched. Yeah. So the series has been revived, as you know. Awakening was like the swan song of
weren't they saying that if Awakening doesn't go well, they're just not going to make any more Fire Emblem games? I thought
that was how it was going to be. So if Awakening did sell well, they weren't going to continue the series for the foreseeable future. But it sold well enough. Like, all right, there's some life here. So they came up with this one, and this one sold 5 times the amount. So I'm sure we're going to see more. And that fantastic Wii U crossover with Shin Megami, that's going to be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the video?
Genbo non Iruki or something. I don't remember what the hell it's called.
Did you see the video?
No.
I'll link you to a video, and it is the best thing ever. I have no faith in this game.
Okay.
It's great. But yeah, the series is doing pretty well. I've been playing it for the last few months. I had the Japanese version that was translated, and it's very good.
I just started the other day. I bought it on release day, and I didn't start playing it until yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't played the English official localization yet. I've seen some comparisons, and Treehouse is going to Treehouse. They did remove the face rubbing, which is by all means completely neglectable. You don't need it at all. It's what it does is pretty much once after every battle, you can call somebody to your room and you can rub their face for whatever reason. I think if you get married, it still has the same mini game, but like more involved. It has like a heart meter. You can like build up more hearts. Is that true? You didn't get that far?
No, didn't they have that in Pokemon though? Where there was some kind of like
Pokemon Me. You could rub Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's more or less the same thing. But all it would do was if you did it when you finish it, slightly raised your affinity level for that character. So it was like going into a battle with a character and having to fight together is the same thing.
Right.
You didn't need to do it. But if you marry somebody, you can. They call it skinship or some stupid term. I don't know. I'm sure it was Tumblr themed. I don't know. But it has pretty much you do the same thing, but it has multiple hearts. I think they kept that version of it in the American version.
Okay.
There is a team working right now to kind of cross both versions. They're taking the American localization text and re-adding the Japanese stuff that was removed.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be a thing that's going to come out and be supported. You can still play up with this firmware 3DS. You can still use the homebrew to inject patches.
Oh, okay. Onto it.
Yeah, so you can just run the ROM or the official game and have it, be translated.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What's next on this good old guy? Oh, the final thing I have here is the Quantum Break thing, which you may have heard of.
People are spurging out and angry about that.
They're very upset. So what happened was Phil Spencer announced that firstly, that Quantum Break is in fact coming to Windows, which was originally an Xbox One exclusive.
Right.
And if you buy it before, I think April 2nd or something, you get a free voucher for the Windows version if you already buy it for the Xbox One, so you can have it on both systems and have your sync save.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then some people weren't having this. They were super pissed off. Like, well, I already bought an Xbox One. Why do I need an Xbox One anymore? And I guess it's a kind of valid argument, but why would you buy an Xbox One way before a game comes out?
Yeah.
I mean, you clearly didn't buy it just for that, because then you won't have an Xbox One already, right? I mean,
maybe
not everybody can get under-the-bridge deals on their Xbox Ones. I understand that, but the game is still not coming out for a few months, and people have been buying systems like a year, 2 years ago for this game. It's weird. They must be playing something else. Like, play fucking Sunset Overdrive. That's on the Windows. That's worth it.
But it's funny because I saw the preview for that. I'm like, oh, maybe I will get an Xbox One now. And then, oh, good, I don't need one after all.
I still have not finished Alan Wake.
Yeah, I got a little bored with that. I like the presentation though, where they set it up to be kind of like a TV show. I do like that.
Yeah. I like my comparison of it being a M-rated Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, what?
It's M-rated Luigi's Mansion.
I didn't play Luigi's Mansion, but I'll take your word for it.
Luigi's Mansion, you shine a light on ghosts, and then they have like a little heart that shows up, and then you throw out your vacuum, and then you have to like suck them into the vacuum. In this game, you shine lights on monsters, and then they're able to be shot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the comparison. I like the idea of Luigi with a gun. It sounds fun. Oh, they're also making a new Luigi's Mansion game. They kind of pseudo-announced that. That's kind of exciting.
No, it's not.
Do you not play Luigi's Mansion?
I played Luigi's Mansion. Not excited. Never excited for the Luigi
Really? Luigi's awesome.
game.
So I'm still rocking my my Year of Luigi 3DS.
Green Mario.
That's kind of the entire joke base for the Mario and Luigi series. It's either Green Mario or Mario's brother, or it's an ongoing joke for like 6 games now.
He's literally the Ghostbusters. And does he ever get laid at the end? I don't think so.
He saves his brother, so that's that raises all kind of questions.
No, it doesn't. His brother.
The only people involved are his brother and the old scientist guy.
There doesn't need to be a woman there.
I'm saying either way is kind of weird. It's either incest or banging old dudes.
Or neither, but what's next?
I'm just going off what you said, man.
Okay.
You made this reality.
Tom, just because you want to bang old dudes or fuck your brother or fuck people under a bridge somewhere doesn't mean everyone has to. Stop projecting. Now, what's next?
That's all I have for game news, unless you guys had something else to add.
Not yet.
I can't think of anything else that happened of interest in the last few weeks, but maybe I'm wrong.
The Fallout DLCs got announced.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't.
Did they make the game good yet?
Apparently, the last few patches have made a lot of improvements. I haven't touched it for about maybe a couple weeks after it first came out because I've just still been playing Xenoblade. So I'm sure once I'm done with Xenoblade, I'll revisit it. I was gonna mod it, and then I was like, I don't want to have to mod this to fix all the bullshit.
And then never play a Bethesda game ever.
Right, but I've heard the patches have made some strides. Plus, the next patch is I think going to add like a hardcore mode.
Why wouldn't you?
A la New Vegas.
Why wouldn't you mod it? That's the whole point of Bethesda games. They're terrible.
Well, no, I was going to do it one day, and then I just realized I was lazy, so I went back to Xenoblade.
If you've ever played Fallout 3, it's like, all right, here's Fallout 3, and here's a list of mods you need to make it fun.
It's just the mods are great.
Yeah, they are.
Bethesda does one thing really well, and that's supporting a network that the mod community can use. They released their creation kit.
Yeah.
They released one for New Vegas, Fallout 4, right?
Yeah. I think so.
There's one where it turns a mini the Fat Man instead of launching nukes, it launches Sean's. So it just launches little babies, and then
the baby.
They just explode.
It's not funny, Chris.
I thought that was a weird.
Very funny.
Heavy Rain callback.
SIDS is never funny.
That's pretty sudden if you're fired from a cannon.
So, YouTube gaming is beating Twitch in terms of streaming. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's.
Crickets.
Okay, we're grasping at fucking straws here. What's next?
What we've played, and then we're wrapping it up.
Oh, thank God. Tom, what have you played? You go first this time.
A little game called Street Fighter V came out.
Oh, Tom, how was the lag on that? Also, how's rage quitting?
Shit.
I have had no leg issues outside the first day. The first day I didn't have leg issues as much as I couldn't find matches, which it was server issues, but not lag related. I've had pretty solid connections.
So it wasn't
rage
actually
quitting.
killing you?
Hmm?
It wasn't actually killing you?
No. No, it wasn't. So you probably heard, but the game came very, very bare. It only has 2 real modes to it. It has the online matchmaking, of course, and it has a story mode, which is neglectable. Story mode is up to 3 fights, usually 2. And
Jesus.
Yeah. I think Ken's is a flashback fight with Ryu, and it has the old models, which is kind of cool. It has like the Street Fighter, yeah. And then it's like Ken goes to a party and he fights 2 people at the party, and then it's over. That's it.
Why? Does he fight the people at the party?
Cause it's Corinne's party and she likes to fight people. I don't know, but yeah. So all the modes are like that. It's just very small little segments of story. Rashid goes and just says, "Hey, I have a friend online who said he is in the Shadowloo, and I want to free him from that. So are you in the Shadowloo?" And just starts fighting people. It's bizarre. There's an actual full-fledged story mode coming out later, and that's kind of the joke right now. Is the actual games come out in March because that's when all the actual modes are coming out.
That's ridiculous.
And so the only other real mode to play is survival, which is kind of stupid. It's pretty much you have four difficulties. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4. You have easy, which you fight 10 people in a row. And every round in between, you can pick you get points for every round you complete, and then you can pick a perk. So you can make it like, oh, I want all my health back, or I want more power, I want more defense, and you spend points, and you keep going. It gets gradually harder.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's like you do the first 10 with an easy, and then you can play medium, and that's I think 30 fights, and then 50 on hard, and then 100 on hell mode. And the problem with it is that the first X amount of fights are always dull as fuck, and they don't just say you knock with the first character. That person just doesn't jump in. They have to go to the you win. They have another intro screen, and you do it again, and it takes a lot of time to do this. So if you end up doing hell mode and you're on fight 67 and you lose it, you start back from 1, and you still have to do those first 30 or 40 fights that are piss easy. So it's a giant waste of time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so what they should do is trim it down to about maybe 10, 20 fights per difficulty and just make them harder, as opposed to having all the fluff in the beginning. And they should also streamline it. Also, if you're, you can have it so you have a fight request on, so anytime during the game, you get an online battle. And if you're in the middle of a survival, that round is pretty much nullified, and you start over when you go back to it. So you can be like a hit away from killing the opponent. Somebody challenges you, you win, then you start that whole match over again.
Well, at least it doesn't reset everything.
If you get disconnected from the server, it does. And that's happened to me too many fucking times.
How many fucking times?
Too many.
Damn.
So many times. So I'll be in fight 37. You've been disconnected from the Capcom servers. You're kicked out of the mode, and you lose all of it. It's awful. You can also go in without network connectivity, but if you don't need network connectivity, why do you need it to continue fighting? I don't know. A lot of the stuff I'm sure is going to be fixed. But the online battling is fine. You can there's ranked mode and casual. You do X amount of fights, you get points, you rank up. And if you want to not do ranked, you can do casual when it matches you to whatever level you're in. Say if you're in silver, and you think it's pretty hard on ranked mode, you can go casual and just fight other silvers as well. So it scales to your level. It's nice.
Well, that's good at least.
And they also announced the first set of DLC characters, and they're going up to I think like the end of the year so far, and it's like a character a month.
They're gonna be charged, obviously, right?
Oh, actually, that's actually an interesting part about this game. Every time you beat a mode, say if you do survival or you finish a story mode, you get fight money. And the fight money can be used to download the DLC characters, so you don't actually have to pay money.
Is it you have to beat it 100-something times and it's ridiculous and not worth your time and it's just better to pay it, or is it actually worth it?
Well, that's the thing you don't really know. From my understanding is if you beat the story mode on easy with all the characters, that's enough automatically for the first character.
All right.
So it can't be that bad. And if you beat, like I said, survival, you get more money, and every time you either level up your rank, you get more money, and every fight, you get more money.
Okay.
So money is given to you. I don't know. I don't know if it's like 300 fights to get a character. I don't know.
Right.
But, yeah, and there's alternative costumes and stuff you can buy too. So yeah, not bad.
I might pick it up. I haven't played a fighting game since, Christ, probably Soul Calibur 4.
I really did not like Street Fighter 4, so I didn't play it. I was big into Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter Alpha 3. And this game is very similar to Alpha 3, with so much that it's pulling characters from that game into it.
Yeah, I noticed Birdie was in that.
Birdie's in it, Karin's in it, some other Alpha characters are in there. I'm blanking it right now, but it's nice to see them back. I use Armika, Karin, and I also used Rose, all from that from Alpha 3, and 2 of those characters are in the game, so that's pretty nice. Who's the 4th character? There were 4 characters from Alpha. I'm blanking on the last one. Anyway, the new characters are pretty nice too. They have a character named Laura, which is the brother of Sean. Oh, sorry, the sister of Sean. If you played Street Fighter 3, he was like the new Ryu that was not very good at all. He threw a basketball as his Hadouken.
Jesus. Oh, I heard about that.
But Laura is actually really good. She's just a kind of a capoeira kind of fighter. Nice. They have the new boss character Nakali, who's very nice, but I can't use him. And there's also Fang, who's also very nice, that I can't use. Cool characters. I like to see how the game develops. It's gonna be fun. It's nice to like Street Fighter again. I missed it.
I wish I could try it before. I might borrow it from Matt and see just for a day and see if it's worth buying or not.
The cool thing about it too is if you're on the PS4, you can play with the PC users.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's good.
Yeah. So I mean, I can play with you no matter what you get it on. I have it on PC, obviously, but
right.
Even more of a. I do not use the PS4 controller though. Couldn't suggest that more to get like that. That's why I'm hoping this Fighting Commander is a good controller, because that PS4 controller is just not made for this game.
You can review it when you get it.
Yeah, I will. I'll make a video about it. What else have I been playing? I played a good portion of Firewatch. I hear it's not a very long game, so I'm probably near the end now. But
no, it's only like 6 hours.
I heard 3.
Mm.
I don't know, but yeah, it's fun. It's an interesting game. It's one of those environmental walk around, look at stuff kind of things. You're pretty much a dude. They ask you like a series of questions in the beginning of the game. It's like between you and your wife, and you can pick like what you did in a certain situation or the name of your dog and stuff like that. And I'm sure it reflects into the story later. It hasn't come up, not that I've noticed anyway. But you pretty much go to a forest, and you are on the fire watch, of course, which is you live in a tower, and you look for people causing trouble for related to fires, and or if there's a fire, you can report it, kind of thing. And has fields and such. You have a person you're in contact with via microphone. A walkie-talkie. And you don't ever see them. Not that I've noticed anyway, but you're just in communication with them, and it's one of those story-driven games. It's not bad.
I know someone that's finished it, or I heard someone that's finished it that has actually said, yeah, you don't ever encounter that person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine you would. I mean, I assume they're imaginary at some point too, but. $20. I'm sure it's going to be one of those games that drops very fast on Steam. One of those sales probably get like $8 or so in a few months. If you want to wait for it, it's not bad.
Yeah, I'll probably pick it up on a Steam sale.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else I've been playing. I've been playing Fire Emblem, a lot of it, and I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors. And I think that's it.
When the hell did Azure Striker Gunvolt get a PC release?
I don't know.
Did you play that?
I played the 3DS version.
Yeah. There's a PC version.
I didn't know that.
Weird.
Oh, yeah, Danganronpa just came out for Steam too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which, from my understanding, doesn't have X input support. So if you use a gamepad, it still says like press the shift key.
Oh.
I mean, we're a little late into the game to not have X input support, especially when they charge $30 for it, which I thought was a little crazy. $30 for Danganronpa at this point is a little up there. Especially, it was a PSP game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, this is probably going to bring us things like 999 and all those other games that are stuck on the. Well,
999 had a 3DS release, but I hear it's not very good, or it's not as good as the Vita version.
It's the same, except that there is a game-breaking bug if you save during one of the puzzles. If you save during a puzzle, it could possibly brick your save, and you have to start over again.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and the Vita doesn't have that issue. But otherwise, I think they're identical in terms of playability.
Okay.
It's been like 3 weeks. I don't remember what I've talked about since then. I've been working on other stuff, but I think those are pretty much what I've been playing.
Cool.
There's a 3D Realms game that came out that I hear mixed reviews on. What the hell is it called? Some stupid pun name. Like, do you hear about it?
No, I did not. Like
Warhead or some generic name like that. I hear mixed reviews. I want to see it. I want to give it a shot, but I haven't gotten around to purchasing it. I think it's like $30. A Bombshell. That's what it's called.
I did that one. Must have skipped my radar.
Yeah, it was very under the radar. I'm just happy to see 3D Realms made a new game, because I'm pretty sure they were like out of business and they bought out, and then the team got back together somehow. That's all that I really have interest in, is seeing the team back together. So
Right.
hopefully the game isn't as terrible as people are saying it is. I'm just gonna stop because I'll just be thinking of stuff from time. So what have you been playing?
Been a busy week and a half for me. I'm still playing Xenoblade. I finished the main story.
Ooh, how long did that take you?
Well, I did a lot of side quests and a lot of wandering, so it's like 60-something hours. The game's like 200-something hours if you want to do absolutely everything. So now I'm at the end game stage where I could start farming for like the super weapons and the different skells, and I'm trying to do the affinity mission so I can get some of the hidden skells and abilities. I don't know how far I'm going to take it. I guess there's an online aspect of it where you can play with other people, and I know a few people that have it, so I might do that. But if it gets to the part where you've got to spend hours and hours and hours grinding for 2 materials and you need 100 of them to get a new weapon, I'm just going to be done with it.
The Monster Hunter syndrome.
I have a job, so I need that. Anytime people are over, we're playing a lot of Lethal League.
That was a fun game.
That's a thing. We're getting like really friggin' fancy with that game. We've maxed out the ball speed on several occasions. It maxes out at 1 million. We've done that. We've done that a few times. That's just a great game. I think it's like $15. It's worth every penny. It's a great party. It's a great party game.
I paid a really low amount of money for it. Was it on sale when I bought it?
I bought it for like $7 when it was on sale, but I'm pretty sure
I bought it for like $4, I think. It was really low when I got it. Does that game have network support, or is it only local multiplayer?
It's got network support. I played with Matt.
Oh, okay.
It plays fun. It's $14 right now. I would say it's worth $14 for a party game.
It's definitely, relative to the people you have around you. That game's not a single player game.
No, it's not.
It's like Duck Game. Actually, Duck Game had a really fun single player, but yeah, it's mostly a multiplayer game.
Right. I got Fire Emblem Conquest.
Oh, I'm on the Birthright path right now.
I kind of think I should have gotten Birthright because this game is really hard. And remember what I was talking to you about last week? There is no way to grind in this game. In Conquest there is no grinding. When you start up Conquest, it says, "Hey, if you want to play this, keep in mind there's you have to deal with very limited amounts of XP. You sure you want to get this?" The game straight up tells you have to.
How far are you?
Chapter 6, right after the split. And it's like, choose your fate. You want to do Birthright or Conquest? I selected Conquest, and it said, Conquest is the harder of the two games. It requires you to develop complex strategies, and you have to deal with limited amounts of experience and items and such. Are you sure you want to do this? Apparently, according to 2 people I know that have it, if you use the Street Pass, you can battle other people, and you can gain experience that way. But there's no heavy grinding function.
The way Birthright works, I thought it was the same for both, but you have a town where you go into. It's like a alternative realm or some bullshit. And when you're in there, you can do a thing where you can either buy a random encounter, or you can do there's a few that are generated. You can select those. I think they're called challenges, and then you can load a DLC map. And the DLC maps are unlimited use.
Same thing with the DLC maps, but without the DLC or the Street Pass, there's no grinding.
I can't say I haven't played Conquest yet, but that's strange. Why would they take out a whole thing like that?
I think they're just really trying to get the challenge part of it up in there.
I thought it worked the same way. Don't you have the hub world? The little town? Don't you have that in Conquest as well?
I haven't gotten that far.
A fun thing about the Street Passes, I think if you're on relatively the same level when you fight them, you can pick one of their characters to bring to your troops.
I have not gotten that far yet. I think that's going to be the next mission.
Just DLC? I mean, Street Passing?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have the hub world yet?
Yet, no.
My problem with the game was, before you can make the choice, you have to do this map where you turn into the dragon.
Yeah, I did that.
The first time I played the game, I couldn't beat that map. Everybody kept dying. So I started the game over again on casual mode, and I breezed through that fight, no problem. So now, fuck, I'm stuck in casual mode, but whatever. I don't know what I did the first time, but the second time I had no issues. It was weird. Did you have trouble with that map?
No, I started on hard mode.
I played through Awakening.
I got to mission 3, and I was like, I can't do this. I'm putting it back to regular mode, but I'm playing on classic with the permadeath. So
I played Awakening with hard mode, and the only problem I had with that was trying to get the fucking Donnie recruited. But otherwise, the game was fine. I had no issues with it. But that one battle just kicked my ass. I don't know what happened, but I started over again. So. Yep.
But, yeah, that's all I've been playing so far. I'm looking forward to Twilight Princess next week. I'll get probably started on that.
I was playing. I don't know if I talked about it in the last podcast, but I was playing through. I don't think I did. I was playing through Twilight Princess on the emulator because I was seeing how it looked, and I got interested in playing it again. So I was playing through that, and then I started playing Skyward Sword.
Yep.
So I played a good amount of Skyward Sword. That game's actually really fun.
Really?
Yeah, there's some parts where it's really infuriating because you need to be specific. Like you need to be a complete diagonal slice, and if you don't get diagonal slice, you could take damage.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
And that's awful because it's so finicky.
Right.
So it's bad when it punishes like that. But yeah, that game's solid. I was gonna play through it. I was playing on Twitch, but I went away for 2 weeks, and I'm back now. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I've been playing this week.
Hey Corey, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, good.
What have you been playing?
Oh man, all kinds of things, Tom. All kinds of things. I think I talked about it before, but I was doing Abaddon 2: The Corruption on Steam. Old-fashioned isometric RPG.
Old-fashioned, recently released?
God, I think it's a more recent release.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see when it was released. Yeah, it was released 2013, but it looks and plays like a game released in the early 2000s at latest. It's a fun little story told through text. Seems quite infuriatingly hard as long as you play as a mage. So it's my kind of spiel.
So it's the opposite of Dragon Age.
Yeah, it is the opposite of Dragon Age. There's not enough customization and not enough boob torpedoing for you, I think. But it satisfies the niche. I also tried Forest of Doom, the roguelike chart-based role-playing game based off a tabletop game that's on Steam.
Not Shadowrun?
It's not Shadowrun. It's like literally all done through text and dice rolls and stuff like that you see like you're actually at a table. I'm gonna link it in this chat.
So not only am I a nerd, I have to roleplay as a nerd playing as a cool character.
Essentially.
It's like the meta.
You get to buy stuff towards the beginning of the game that will help you out. And when it gave me a big list of all the stuff to buy, I was just thinking, well, maybe I do need this rope. But what could I need it for? Because I think every item has one or two special circumstances where it comes to play, like the Boots of Speed will help you run out of the way for this specific trap. And it actually does, not only is it a tabletop, it's done in such a way that's a tabletop / choose your own adventure story. So it will tell you to go to different pages. You'll click the link for that, and it'll go to the page automatically. On some of the easier difficulties, you can cheat like you would in a choose your own adventure and just go back.
That's cute.
You look for the end, then you're like, nope, don't want that one.
Yeah, I mean, you pick out which you might need to go back kind of far and buy all the items you ended up not buying, because maybe you do need the club or the potion or the thing that prevents you from smelling. I don't know what that's for, but I got that just in case. So it was like a cave of fart or cave.
The sulfur caves.
Cave of used tissues and nerd room. It's pretty fun. It's really quick. You can play through it a few times because it's kind of. So it's not really a roguelike at all. I guess it's a roguelike if you don't know where the pages go. But once you can cheat, it's whatever the fuck you want.
That sounds interesting.
Give it a try if it's on sale. It's definitely worth $2 or $3 that it goes on sale for.
Okay.
I've had it on my Steam list forever.
I bought the boots of rubber. Why, did you go into a thunder room? Not exactly.
Oh, the galoshes of regret.
Yeah.
Besides that, I started playing a virus named Tom in honor of my friend Tom visiting. He kind of a virus. Kind of infects himself into an area and can't survive extreme cold.
Jesus.
You live in hell. I don't know how you can live there.
It's
That
actually
wasn't that cold.
It was beautiful today.
It was, I think, -8 degrees when I was there.
I know, it was beautiful today. Chris, did you go out?
It was beautiful here the entire time.
that
Today?
you weren't there.
2 weeks ago?
You weren't there. You brought the cold weather.
Oh my god.
But Virus Named Tom is a puzzle game. You play a virus made by a mad scientist who got fired from a company where everything's automated and robots in the future. It's a fun little story. Gives you kind of that 1950s Americana, we can do whatever we want with science vibe, and you're the creation of a scientist who wants you to go in and change the puzzles and the circuitry to fuck up all the inventions he had made over the years.
Ah.
It's if you get it on your phone, it's probably a good time waster. Puzzles get progressively harder. There's really not much to say to it. It's alright. I would never play it again after playing it.
What was that game that I saw and I linked you guys to and thought it looked really cool? Chris, I shouted to you. I know that much. It had a very simple name to it. It was like the futuristic, like very black and white game with like the spy kid. What was that game called?
I
Yeah.
I don't know what you're referring to.
It's either coming out or already out on the PS4. It's like a British-made game. Like it has a very simple name to it.
Was it like Espionage Inc.?
No. I don't remember. It's unfortunate. It looked really cool.
Well,
Nobody played XCOM?
XCOM 2. No, I've been playing XCOM 1.
I hear it's more or less the same.
I've watched some videos of it to see if it looks pretty much like the same game. They've tweaked a few systems I enjoy, like a button that lets you retrieve all the equipment from other team members, all the usables like grenades and med kits. That'd be a pain in the ass to sort through them when you have to go through different injured medics. But besides that, I think they changed the ending of the first XCOM to fit in with the narrative. The Earth's been Orwelled.
Yeah, I hear like the ending of 1 is retroactively changed.
I don't really want to play 2. I wanted to play the classified one, the one that takes place in the 1950s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that has pretty terrible reviews. I have it, but I don't know if it's any good.
I also have it, and I also never played it.
Same.
Yeah, must have been on a Humble Bundle or something.
Yeah, I think that's where I got I enjoyed XCOM. It's a great game. Should all play XCOM.
I did. I didn't finish it, but I did definitely play it.
I'll play it.
I try to get an all-girl team as quickly as possible.
Yeah, the personalities don't really matter, though.
Such is life.
No, their nationalities do, though. I mean, you want to save the hot Japanese chick and make sure the creepy Russian guy dies off somewhere.
Speaking of Japanese ladies, I started playing Fate Stay Night.
Why?
I'm just curious.
Oh, okay.
What is that? It's an anime, isn't it?
It is an anime, but this game is so expansive. It's amazing. I didn't know how deep it was. Large universe. Do you know the game Melty Blood?
Yes.
That's involved in Fate Stay. That's related. I didn't know
Really?
that. Yeah, it's super. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that kind of goes together. It's just world. I didn't play much of the game, but it's pretty much started as one of those hentai games, of course, much like everything is popular.
Yeah, Fate Stay was originally an H game.
Yeah, and the version
How
I'm
was it?
playing is
How was it, Chris?
I didn't play it.
You're letting us down here, man. Just live up to the stereotype and play as many H games as you can, so when you mention them, we can ask you how hot they were.
Don't worry, next week I'll have a review for Necopara 2.
The version I have is a later release that has none of the hentai scenes, then kind of like enhanced it and added a bunch of like voiceovers and stuff to it. But yeah, I've only played like 20 or 30 minutes of it, but it's very traditional visual novel. I know you do stuff in it, but I don't know. I haven't got to the part where you do stuff. But it started off as the visual novel, and then there's a manga prequel, and then there's like 2 versions of it readapted into anime and movies and stuff, and then there's like a side story that's a light novel, and then there's some fighting games on the PSP, then there's Melty Blood. There's a bunch of stuff involved in the series.
I watched the anime. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, I heard it like the game. There's 3 versions of the game, and you play as 3 separate stories that kind of intertwine with each other, but are not the same story. So you play 3 different views, and it kind of makes a complete story at the end. And what the anime did was it mixed them all together. That didn't make any sense. I didn't see the show. I don't know. I just thought
It was also about people using magical historical figures to fight Pokemon battles.
Yeah, that much I got.
That is the tapped fucking market in Japan. That's like crime show dramas in America. We have too many.
Mm. I saw the figures of the character. I was like, that's a cool looking character. What's that all about? And then I looked up Fate's Day, and that's just where I am now.
Cool.
And yeah, it's much like that other one I haven't finished yet. I was playing. What the fuck was it called? Steins Gate.
Oh, okay.
Which is also an anime that I heard of first.
Yeah. It's kind of the same story, where I think it was an H game, then it was a non-H game, and then and then there was an anime that was bad. Stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know what kids in your animes.
If you're in Japan and you want to get recognized legitimately, you have to make a porn game first.
And then later make it not porn and be ashamed of your previous incarnation.
You have to essentially make a good story. Throw some scenes of Oni-chan getting railed by 3 guys, or I don't know what happens. I'm assuming that happens.
What I read was that the story was really good in Fate's Day, but the hentai scenes were so poorly written that it deterred from the game and made it worse. So
how is it poorly written? Don't they just show still images and some moaning noises?
I don't know. I don't want to find out. I just heard the writing takes a dip. I still have that the Digimon game too. I haven't played through. That I'm hearing fantastic things about the Cyber Sleuth game.
Is that an H game?
No. This is Digimon. This is not Metabots. The Digimon did not go the way of Metabots did. But yeah, that game has been getting really good reviews. I heard it's very much like a Shimigami game. Yeah, that's a weird comparison. But I mean, if it's true, I mean, more power to it. It looks fantastic. I bought it on launch day, still have not opened it. I'm still trying to play through Mass Effect. I've a bunch of stuff going through. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm looking through a list of games coming up, but I still cannot find that game I was talking about. It's driving me nuts.
Okay, well, that will be the great mystery to solve next time on the Unpopular Podcast.
There's a Psycho-Pass game coming out.
I know. Isn't it an H game?
I don't know.
Everything's fucking H games. Oh my god.
I don't know.
But Pokemon started as a fucking H game now. It's fucking killing me, man.
I know Air was originally an H game. Which is messed up because it's about like a dying girl and her high school friends. So
how is that an H game?
I don't know.
God.
Japan.
This makes me hate people.
But do their clothes come off? Oh wow. Oh yeah. Final Fantasy Adventure came out on the cell phones. That looks pretty fun. It's a remake of the first Final Fantasy Adventure.
What section of this are we doing now?
I'm still going through this list of upcoming games and saying, "Oh, that's coming out," and mentioning it. I guess we're done now. I'm keeping it going.
Just link that to the fucking podcast. Just link this. They can read it themselves. And you know what? If you want, you can label each one that's an H game. And our question of the week is, what series do you want to see done as an H game? Chris, go. Any game series.
If it's an H game, you're best asking Chris.
I mean, any like.
You played one.
I was talking about a cat simulator, like a feed a cat on a phone game. You're saying, "Oh yeah, that's an H game I love." Like what?
Oh yeah, because you said Neko Atsume, but I was thinking Nikopara.
Where does your mind go?
Any game series, Metroid, anything you want, an H series. What do you want?
I don't know. Anything with Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh,
what a boring character to like. And that game is pretty much an H game as it is. You play it. There's a scene where she's half naked dancing in the rain. I think you got your
I've got like 120 hours in that game. All right.
That scene only happens once, though.
I didn't get it, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it.
I didn't.
It was very awkward and didn't belong in that game. It's much better when you replace it with Ocelot.
All right. I think we are wrapping up.
All right.
Corey?
What?
How you feeling?
Speaking of H games.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
They're making a new Utewaro Muno game, whatever the fuck
Stop
it is.
saying words.
And that was originally an H game that I was watching the anime for. And the anime has no H in it, so I'm watching it like, when does he fuck her? When was that cut out? And it's awkward because it's like another dying girl who's a teenager. Japan, weird
I
place.
guess we know what Tom's thing is.
Tom, it sounds like
just-
you're looking out H-game
You're watching something that you know was based on it. I didn't know it was based on H game. I was just watching it. It's something I had on my hard drive. I don't know where it came from. Sonny must have recommended it to me. So I was watching it, and I was just looking at what it was because Suki put it on, and we were watching it together. And I was like, an H game. So there's parts in this game where they know they bang each other, and you're just curious, like, when did that happen? Was it this in here? Is this when it happened?
So how firmly around your turgid member is your hand at these moments? Because it sounds like you're jacking off to the thought of where they would put sex scenes.
You know me too well, sir.
Oh Lord.
All right.
My porn is the lack of porn.
All right. I think we're done. I think we've.
Well, we got the title for the episode now, so we're all set.
Oh yeah, we do. Tom's turgid member.
No, it's my porn is the lack of porn. It's an autobiography title. Or the title of a suicide note. Tom leaves later.
Tokyo Xanadu is still a thing coming out, and that's fantastic. All right, see you guys later.
Yay.
Yay. Good night.